Hello, dear friends, out here at the bus stop today. And excuse me, I'm stuffed up. I've got a red nose, just a cold. But I was considering this morning Romans 8:28, which everybody's heard and knows. But sometimes we know a scripture, we can quote a scripture, and we've heard it put the way we've always heard it, whether it was coming up in church, whether it was from preachers, teachers, devotionals, whatever, you know. But we can know that in our life experience also. And here's how I've come so far to find out that He causes all things to work together for the good of those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. Is that, does anybody, I don't know, I don't think I'm the only one, but does anybody have someone in their life that's been around for a long time, or maybe just for a few months recently, come into your life? Someone that you deal with. Could be at work, could be a family member, could be a spouse, just whatever. And you think, if this person weren't in my life, then, man, my walk with the Lord would be good. I've got somebody in my life like that for the past, well, all my life, but up close and personal, dealing with for the past 9 years of my life. And many times I've thought that, Lord, if this person weren't doing the things that they're doing, then I wouldn't be acting this way. You know? Have you ever said that? But what I've come to see over the past 9 years is that, no, the Lord has caused this person and all other things that I'm facing to work together for my good. Not just for me, but that I would learn lessons from this experience, this relationship. I would learn from this hardship that I've been enduring, that I could pass that on to others. This experience has changed me. It's changed the way I think. You see, for the better. And I don't know how many years into it that the Lord let me see that what was going on here in this relationship, that I just thought, if this person were out of my life, or this was fixed, I would be good. You know, because right now I feel like a hypocrite. Have you ever felt like a hypocrite? Because to everybody else, you felt like you were your normal self. But when this person came around, it just brought out the ugliest in you. You know, things you didn't want to know, or things you didn't want to see that was in here. And maybe you even thought that it was because of that person is why you were acting the way you were acting. I thought that for a long time. But the Lord started to show me that that person only perpetuated or forced out of my heart what was in my heart to start with. You know? And that is what He wanted to work on. So, for example, if this person did something, and it could have been a wrong thing, it could have been a lie, they could have stolen from me, it could have been something bad, but whatever came out of my own heart and out of my own mouth, that came from me. It wasn't that person's fault. And that which came up, I learned I have to take that to the Lord. I have to say, Lord, this is in me. I hate it. You know? I don't want to be like this. And it changed somewhere along the line. Instead of saying, Lord, remove that person from my life, get that out of my way, help me, Lord, it became, Lord, change me. Change this about me. Fix me, Lord. Please help me to get this big log out of my own eye, rather than trying to think that it's that person's fault and get the speck out of their eye. It was that kind of thing. And so, as the Lord changed me because of that situation, like, I can endure more now. I can endure more because of this. I can persevere because of this. You see? Just like, remember Joseph. We've heard this before. What his brothers did to him. What happened to him over the course of his life. Joseph said, you meant this for evil, but God meant it for good. He allowed this. He caused it. He sent it so that I might be able to save many. Remember that? So this that has happened through this relationship I've had causes me to not be as quickly to be offended with these other people that I meet. It helps me to be long-suffering with these other people, whereas if I hadn't had this experience and this person in my life, I may not have the time of day for these people. You know what I mean? And that's just some things that I've noticed about how the Lord causes all things to work together for my good. I'm thankful for that, because it's hard sometimes. It's not always easy, but more and more, when things come against me, or afflictions, or these sicknesses that I've had come on me, I know that the Lord's with me. My faith has grown through these experiences. The Lord has proved himself to me, and I know he's with me, no matter how dark it gets, no matter the depth of pain, of hurt, fear, being alone, no matter what I might face or go through. So far, he has been there, and he stood by me, and he's taught me a little something more about him, and he's rid me a little more of myself. He's doing a work in us, y'all. He's conforming us to his image, to the image of his Son, Jesus Christ. And that doesn't come easy. It doesn't come easy. So, if this just speaks to anybody, I hope and pray that you can begin to see, if you don't already, that all these things, Lord, remind us to look to you and ask you to show us what you want to show us about our own heart and about you. What you're teaching us about you. That he can be trusted. That all power is his. That he sees everything. He sees it all, more than we do. So, I just hope that could start happening for somebody if it's not already. I just thought I would share that. He's amazing how he works, ain't he? He's amazing how he works. And I'm so thankful for him that he's so faithful to us. So I hope everybody's doing good. Everybody's enduring. And even if you're not, you're in a hard, dark place. Oh, the Lord is with you. Though you might not hear him, though you might not sense his presence, though everything seems to be going all to hell in a handbasket, he is there, because he promised he'd never leave us, and he keeps his promise. So I hope your faith can grow there. All right, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye-bye.